What's up, YouTube? It's just Brandy, and let's talk Real Housewives of Atlanta, the reunion, part 1. So, on part 1 of the reunion, it started off very hostile. Nene came to set, and she is mad at everybody. It's like Nene versus everybody. She don't have not one ally. She don't have not one friend. She's mad at Cynthia. She's mad at Portia. She's mad at Candy. She's mad at Eva. I think the only person that she's probably not mad at is Shamari. Later, I think some of the other people that was kind of on the show, like Marlo and the other girl, will be on there, and that's going to be an issue. So Cynthia seems to not be aware of how upset that Nene is, which is crazy. Nene keeps insinuating that they are not friends. She has said multiple times, that's not my friend. And Cynthia's like, we're not friends. We're not friends. Like, she is upset. So, they touched on a few things. They started with Portia and her manifesting her engagement, because on previous seasons she had indicated, that she was going to be married and having a baby and all of that. And so they kind of showed her and Dennis, what is his name, Dennis, and them meeting, and how it went from where they were to her announcing to him that she was pregnant. Showed a little bit about the gender reveal. She did indicate that Nene did not attend her gender reveal. She also did not attend her baby shower. Now, I know she went to Kenya's baby shower that Nene was not invited to. That was an issue on the show because Cynthia had went as well. I think everybody was like invited to the baby shower but Nene, and Nene couldn't understand why. So I don't know if she's mad. She's saying that Portia is not supportive, so she does not support Portia. Portia's like, remember at the beginning of the season, Nene was doing comedy, and everybody flew to, was it Miami? Yeah, because she was opening that a store, a swag boutique in that hotel, and they all flew down there to go see her, to go be in the audience, and they didn't tell her. It was like a surprise. But she's saying that she doesn't feel that Portia supports her or anybody else, so she doesn't support her. They said Candy didn't go to the baby shower, but Candy sent a gift. They said Nene didn't go, and Nene didn't send a gift either. So they really are, and the crazy thing is, most people, like, even if it's a co-worker that you don't really associate with, like, if everybody at work like pitch in and get a gift, like, you're going to put in on the gift, just for appearance's sake. So for her to work with her and have been working with her for so many years, and this is her first baby, and when she Nene was the first person that she told from the show. She told her not to tell anybody. So it's like, and then it comes to the baby shower and you don't even send her anything. Like, what does the baby have to do with anything? But so yeah, so it's like Nene is mad at everybody. Even Eva brought it up, and she kind of got with Eva. So it's just like wild. They talked about the whole situation where Eva is shady, but she be trying to act like she's not shady, and how she said that Shamari was the worst dressed. And so then her and Shamari kind of had a little moment where Shamari was like, well, I don't like your dress, and just petty. Eva said that she didn't think that what they consider shade is not what she considers shade. That's why she said she wasn't shady, but whatever. So they also talked to Candy about her whole surrogacy thing, because obviously Andy Cohen just had a baby, and he obviously had a surrogate. And Candy was saying she didn't really have anybody that she could talk to that she personally knew, so she reached out to Andy because he had recently used a surrogate, and she referred to the surrogate as a baby mama. She was like, I'm gonna have a baby mama, and he was like, don't say that, like, you're still the mother, like, don't diminish yourself. That person is basically kind of just a cocoon, or like just a vessel to bring your baby, but it's not their baby. Like, it's not their egg, it's your egg. So Candy kind of got a little emotional about that. But this is going to be a very interesting reunion. I think it is going to be, for the whole time, Nene versus everybody. Because like I said, she has issues with everybody, but it's always like this reunion time. But when Tanya comes out, like, even though during the season Tanya and Nene they started off good, but it ended bad. And it's always this thing about, I think what the issues are is that when people are in real time and in the real faces, they don't have a lot to say, but they always have a lot to say in their green screen interviews. And people watch those shows and everybody makes those little comments, and then people get mad. But it baffles me that you've had situations, you were mad, you've had conversations, you're allegedly supposed to be over these situations, and then you let the re-airing of an episode on TV and what people have to say about that in the public, or a rehashing in the reunion, make you mad all over again. If you was over it, you was over it. If you move past it, you move past it. But it seems like everybody is always back mad again. And these reunion shows just rehash stuff that seems like it has been buried or swept under the rug. And then it's like, where do you go from here? Then the season starts, and then everybody has to get back cool again. Like, I'm tired of everybody being mad and then everybody having to get back cool again. Like, now finally, Candy and Portia seem to be in a much better place. But it took like 2 years after all of that Phaedra stuff, saying that, they wanted to drug her and rape her or whatever. And so it's just so crazy. It's just crazy. I don't understand why some of these people even continue to be on the show, because it seems like such a negative place. But I guess, money talks. But there have been seasons where Nene has came back and she didn't want to film with anybody. She didn't want to be, it took years for her and Candy to even be cool. And then finally her and Candy get to a good place, and now she's mad at Candy again because she feels like Candy was complicit in the whole Kenya situation, which Candy doesn't have to be loyal to you. Like, y'all was cool, but she's always been cool with Kenya, so she doesn't have to be loyal to you. And if Cynthia wanted her to bring her to the party, like, I don't understand. Like, and for her to say, I want y'all to be cool, I feel like everybody should be cool, she can have that opinion. Like, so I don't know. I think Nene gets, like, she's super sensitive. So she's like super in her feelings, and she's super sensitive. And I don't know if it's because of what's going on in her personal life, or if it's because she feels like she's out there by herself. So I think when Marlo comes out, and she feels like she has an ally out there, then maybe she'll be able to bring it down a little bit. But I don't know. I think it's like she's bringing that energy to the room, and so it's kind of kicking everybody's energy up. It's making everybody a little bit more snappy and a little bit, lighthearted. Like, a reunion can be a real lighthearted type of thing, but because she's coming for everybody, and every answer is just so snippy and so snide and so sarcastic, it's kind of putting everybody else in that mood. So we'll see. I'm not sure if this is a 2-part or a 3-part reunion. And then after that, Portia has a baby special, which will lead us into the Real Housewives of Potomac. So that's my recap of this first installation of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. I'll see you next week for my next